Welcome to Telugu Prajalamana Sakshi TV. I am Swarna. Vastu and Graha Sastra showki Swagatam Suswagatam. Today we are going to discuss about placement of things according to Vastu. To discuss that, we are back with our leading astrologer and expert, Dr. Dipika Sanghi Gupta ji. Namaste Deepika ji, how are you?
Namaste Swarna ji, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
So before we begin the show, viewers, if you have any questions and would like to consult Deepika ji, you can reach out to Om Holistic Healing at 732-979-2080 or you can email us at vastusakshtv@gmail.com. Without any further delay, let's start our show. So Deepika ji, I always thought Vastu is only about directions of the house, like, which direction to take the entrance of the house and those things. But I'm really interested to know about how the placement of things can really make much difference in life. So please help us, Deepika ji, to understand and get the benefit by placing the things in the right place.
See, placement of the objects is very important in the Vastu. Vastu is much, deeper subject than just the directions. People usually, even when picking the house, just see what direction it is. It should be either east, north or northeast, right? But this is not the fact. There are many things attached to the main door. There are many things attached to the inner plan of the house. There should be there are many things which should be considered before picking up a house. Like nowadays the property is the real estate is booming, so people are investing here and there, so definitely that's a good thing, but at the same point one should also consider so many things while picking up a house, so that that house or that real estate gives you more prosperity, happiness and luck. Now, when we go to the more deeper aspect of the subject, that is like placing of the objects, that also plays a very important role. See, in the objects that come, usually people think, okay, the bed should be in the, what should be the direction of the bed, the dresser, and the closet. That's it. No, even the paintings, even the statues in the house also plays a very important role. And the placement of other objects, like especially the washer dryer, the fridge, they also plays a very important role. Regarding the bed, sometimes people also have the myth that in that placement, they usually ask, where do we place? Like in the bedroom, it should be in the southwest. In the bedroom, it should be on the east. No, it's not that. This is again a myth. We don't have to see the vastu of a particular room, right? So in that aspect also, the placement is very important. So we have to see like where we are placing the things, what things we are placing. As I have earlier also said on the show that sometimes I see so negative paintings in the house, sometimes I see extra things in the house which are not at all needed, and when they are kept in the zone of energy making zones, then they definitely obstruct the energy, the positive energy of the house, or the flow of the positive energy in the house.
I mean, this is so much to understand, Deepika ji.
Yeah.
So to know, like people like me who doesn't have any knowledge and who doesn't have any idea about these things. So if I start with my entrance of the house, so if I want to keep something at the entrance of the house, like front door of the house, so what do you think I can keep? Like what do you suggest?
See, usually the front, the entrance of the house is like, the face of the house, right? So one should decorate it very beautifully. The entrance should be very neat, clean and decorated. Now it depends how to decorate it, right? So sometimes people put that bandhanwars, the torans, that is good. And if you can use it according to the element and the colors of the direction, then that gives you more prosperity, luck, happiness, good health. It generates those energies. And then plants, you can decorate it with the plants, with the flowers, that's also okay. But if it is a west facing house, then never decorate the entrance with the plants. then the plants become the negative aspect. And the third thing is that rangolis, people usually keep rangoli, so that is also very good. They can draw rangolis inside and outside the house, that is also okay. And then they keep, somebody now have started keeping people that Lakshmi feet, so that is also okay, that is also good, even that can be kept.
Okay. So, Deepika ji, you just said about the Toran, right? So, I
Yeah.
have a question. I've seen some houses which has the fresh mango leaves, okay? But,
Hmm.
after some time they dry up, right? So,
Yeah.
even I've seen people having them, even they dried up. So, do you think it is still okay to keep it like after they dried up, or they should, once it is dry, they should take it away?
They should take it away. See, whatever is dried up does not have energy, right? Like we say, the dry flowers, they don't have energy. They are dead completely, right? Similarly, when the leaves also dry, so they are dead. So we don't keep anything which is dead in the house. See, even if a family members, dies, then we don't keep them also. And then see, even the immediate family also start saying we should take the body. Right, they don't pronounce them with their name. Okay,
Yeah.
so when something dies, it changes the energies automatically. So whenever the leaves dry, never keep them.
Okay. For west direction house, west facing house, they cannot have the plants, right?
Yeah,
In the
if
on the
the house is west facing, then don't decorate with the flowers at the entrance only.
entrance only. Okay. But for
Yeah.
the rest of the directions, it's okay to do the Toran, Lakshmi Ji ka, like, feet, like you said. And
Yeah.
all those things are fine.
Yes, see, otherwise it is all good. See, as you said earlier, that it is such a deeper thing and it is tough to understand, right? So, on that, I'm sharing one thing. Like, see, you can definitely, or anybody who is a layman can definitely use the knowledge we give here, right? And then
Yeah.
they can use this knowledge to, rectify the things in their house. That is okay. But I would again say, don't try to do the vastu by just watching the YouTube videos. Even if it's my also, please don't do, because it's a very deeper subject. And we have been talking regarding this each and every aspect in the shows, right? The second thing is that I'm sharing one of my experiences. There is one of my client here, and she was going through some problems. So she approached me 2 3 years back to do her vastu, and then suddenly there was no contact zone with her. And then after 3 years, like I met her last month, and she did the vastu by just watching the YouTube video. So one wall red, one wall yellow, one wall green, like that. Like she was watching so many videos, and through that she did. So see what
Okay.
happened. She got divorced. The son went with the husband. He does not want to see the mother. Whenever he comes here, he beats her up, and then she's suffering from cancer. So many things. And when then she approached me again. I said, like, okay, I'll do the vastu. And when I went there, oh my God, like I said, why you have kept this? No, I heard on a YouTube video. No, I heard your video. See, definitely these videos are going to help if you have done something wrong, so you know that it is wrong here. But what is the solution? Don't just watch YouTubes and just pick the knowledge from here and there and do it, because this science is very very deep, very very deep science of creating the positive effect on everything, whether it's relationship, whether it's health. So they can really generate a lot of positivity. And
Yeah.
when
I
we
mean,
become positive, then definitely we think positive, right?
yeah. No, I mean, I can totally imagine Deepika ji just by placing the things in the right place going to
Yeah,
bring lot of positivity and change the things in the house. It means we
yeah.
can really believe how much Vastu plays important role in the life.
See, like as I have said that even it's written on like my Google page too, that whenever I just like for education or anything, whenever I just relocate the child or the bookshelf, that also makes a lot of big difference. So don't keep things here and there in the house. If you believe in Vastu, believe it properly.
I
It's
mean,
a
Deepika
basically
ji,
it's a science, right? That's why it is said that Vastu is a science, because it has so many meanings attached to it, each and everything.
yeah. So, Deepika ji, as we are talking at the entrance of the house, I suddenly remembered one of my friend's house when I visited. As soon as you enter into the house, they have a very high ceiling house. Okay. So,
Okay.
she kept a very, very big bronze ball of water. Like, we get those fancy designery bowls, right?
Hmm.
And she filled it with water and she put a lot of artificial flowers and fresh flowers as a decoration piece. So if you have space, do you think people should do that, like, as soon as you enter, you walk around a big bowl of water? I'm just thinking, like, is it good to keep it like that?
See, it depends again in which zone it is kept. What is the facing of the house? So it depends on all those things. See, if a water ball is placed at the south facing house, then that will not emit a positive energy. Then that would be a negative energy. People in that house may, face restlessness. They may face some litigations, some court cases, and then there can be difference of opinion among the family if it is a south facing house. And then like as you are saying, it's a the bowl was made of the bronze, so we have to see like what direction, what element we are using. It should not be anti element. So that is why like in Japan also it is said that keep the house very very light. So try to keep less articles in the house. Don't try to make your house an art gallery. The wall should be lighter. One or two paintings okay, but don't try to make it like the each and every wall art gallery. Like as I have said earlier also, sometimes when I go in the houses in the basement, I have to hop. Can you imagine like that much stuff in the basement that I have to hop? And then yesterday also I visited one house, and like I was so surprised. In the basement they have made a big room, and the room was so empty. It was so light, like very pretty blue carpet, and then a bed and a study desk. That's it. But they have made at least 4 to 5 closets in the basement, and those closets were full with so many boxes, boxes, boxes. And I was like, you have not kept anything outside. So if the stuff is in the box, that means that you don't need them regularly. So they said, yeah, these are the clothes 5 years back, these are like 10 years back. I said, why you have kept? Will you wear them in future? No. Then make the house lighter, lighter. Like I cannot tell you how many boxes those closets were having. Like basement, that basement like was so pretty, but when you open the closets, it was like a mess. And then garage was full with boxes, boxes, boxes. Like they buy the thing and they don't throw the boxes. That if we
Oh,
have to, yeah, if we have to change the house, then it will be a problem. So even if they have purchased one mixer grinder, one food chopper, one this, each and every box in the garage.
oh, wow. Okay, I can imagine then. Because if you
Yeah.
start keeping the boxes, your house will be filled with boxes.
Fill with boxes. And what is a see, if you see on the spirituality level, like vastu, the connect you to that level. So box means the person loves storage, right? So person has stored all the memories also of the past. The person has stored so much things, and then just like a pen drive, it has a memory, right? So if you want to store more than the memory, you cannot do it, right? So
Yeah.
similarly, if you store the house with like you have to see how much the covered area is and how much storage you do. And if there is no balance, then what will happen? The house will have the more energy, and then house will not emit those positive energies, and then the flow of the positive energy will also be limited.
So, Deepika ji, what about those bells and wind chimes? Like, especially if they want to keep it at the front of the house, like, on the front facing. So,
Hmm.
what do you suggest? Like, where should they keep, or they should not keep too many, even those? What is your opinion about it?
Yes, don't keep too much of wind chimes, because see, wind chimes, they basically emit the sound, right? So some directions are good for the sound, some are not. Like let's say if we talk about the meditation direction, if the wind chime is there, then it will create a problem, right? It will create a disturbance, problem in the form of disturbance. Again, there are the zones, like the zones which denotes the sleep of a person or the sleep of the people. So if we will keep the wind chime there, then again it will create a problem in the form of a disturbance, right? So we have to see. And then the third is the education zone, right? So if we keep the wind chime there also, then that will also disturb, right? So that is why we have to see in what zones we are keeping. Let's say if it is a zone of the guest, right? So if we are keeping the wind chime there, that is good, because then the guest will feel good. It will emit the music, a beautiful music. But we
Yeah.
have to see where we are keeping, right? So don't keep wind chimes here and there.
So, Deepika ji, like you mentioned, depending on the direction of the house and the things where we keep will change. Like, it has different directions, right? So, I mean, see, if we don't know which direction the house is placed, like, house is facing, but just to be on safer side, if I want to keep something on the north corner of the house, like whatever the direction may be, what are the
Hmm.
best things we kept in the north direction?
See, in the north direction, we can keep money plant. In the north direction, we can keep some water fountain. Then, but make sure it should not be very heavy. It should not be very big, right? See, just like a human body, the house is also, behaves in that way. Let's say if somebody's height is 5 or 5'2", and they wear the skirt of like 5'7", then what will happen? Right. Similarly, if somebody's height is, let's say, 6, and they wear a shirt of somebody for 5'1", 5'2", right? A smaller size, then what will happen? So it will not adjust, right? And then
Yeah.
it will not look good also. And the person will also feel uncomfortable, right? So
Yeah.
similarly, in the house also, let's say the covered area is just 1,000 feet, right? And then
Yeah.
we just put a big fountain, so that will not work. But if the covered area is like 5,000, 6,000, and if there we keep, like a 5 feet fountain or a 4.5 feet fountain, that will work. That is good. So we have to see how much the covered area, and everything should be in the proportion according to that, right? So,
Yes.
if we can keep in the north, we can keep a very small fountain that can be also kept on a table, not on the floor. So these two things are the like safest things to keep in the north, like to decorate the home. Yeah.
So, Deepika ji, when you said safe, I suddenly remembered in our previous shows, you said Southwest, right? Southwest is one of the very sensitive areas of the house, if I'm not wrong. Is that what you said, Deepika ji? I suddenly remembered. Like
Yeah,
North
Swarna,
East
you
and
are right.
Southwest.
You learned
I
in
am, I
Vastu.
am
Yes,
learning, Deepika ji.
definitely. Southwest and northeast are the most sensitive, directions in a house or in
So,
any property. Yeah.
so Deepika ji, Southwest, what are the things we can keep and what are the things we should not keep? Just like, it's like another reminding for everyone, like, whoever is watching our show.
So in the Southwest, see, you can keep some pictures. You can put some family pictures there. That is good. In the Southwest, again, you can keep some, articles which are heavy, because Southwest is the most heaviest zone. So can keep something which is heavy. That is also okay. But don't keep God's idol in the Southwest. That should not be done.
Okay. So, Deepika ji, like, where is the best place to keep the trash can? Like, which direction?
Trash can be put in either in the eastern side of the southeast, or the
Okay.
southern side of the southwest, or the western side of the northwest. These three are the best. Like in the northwest direction, more towards the western side. In the southwest direction, more towards the south side. Because if we are saying southwest, it means the south is also coming there, west is also coming there. So
Yeah.
whatever corner the southwest is coming, so more towards the south.
Okay.
And
More to
similarly, in the southeast corner, yeah, where the southeast is meeting, at that corner, more towards the east.
south.
That is the
Okay.
best place to keep the trash can. But see,
Okay.
here in US, we have some limitations, right? So
Yeah.
even if it is coming somewhere else also, then we have the remedies to rectify it.
So, Deepika ji, now we talked about southwest and we talked about north. And what about east? What all is it good to keep?
See, in the east, it's always good that you can keep lot and lot of plants. That is good for the east, and most safest thing to keep over there.
Okay. Okay. Good to know, Deepika ji. So I do still remember from our shows because I've been working with you from quite a while. So I
Yeah.
want to know, Deepika ji, you always said not to keep any cut faces, right? That's the main thing I always remembered from you, learn from you actually. So if I cannot keep the cut faces, so if I have to still put a paintings or something, what are the best paintings I can keep?
See, for the cut faces, like last week I went for a dinner to a good friend's house, and he has kept a lot of cut faces, the cut faces of deer, the cut faces of a lion, and then there was a big statue, like, it was almost 5.5 feet of statue. It was a joker, and then he has made such a beautiful basement, such a beautiful, it was like, a bar in the basement, and a play area in the basement, and then that joker statue was there, and like he is offering you a glass, every time you can pick a glass from his hand, and then you can refill whatever
Oh,
you want to have. So the joker was good and everything was good, and he went through like a little bit of tough time. So I was telling him that if you want to invite me for the vastu, you have to remove all these statues from the, there were so many statues, so many cut faces in the house all around. So it is, like, don't keep all these cut faces. They really go, they can really create lot of negative energy, lot of negative.
so Deepika ji, every painting will be, depends on the direction and what painting it is, right? We cannot,
Yeah.
if you say, painting is good. Like if I have to put a painting, what direction do you suggest in general?
No, we cannot suggest a direction. It depends what kind of a painting, and then we can suggest a direction that okay, this painting. But as of journal, don't keep the paintings which give you a negative message, or which shows pain, or which has some confusing, bottom line. Don't keep all such paintings, or it shows some war scene, or a female is crying. I've seen these paintings are very famous in the homes, right? And
Yeah.
a flower painting, a painting, a peacock painting, these are good, right? Wild animals painting, again, that is not good. See, put which is soft in energy. In house, what we want that softness in the house, loving, caring attitude. Everybody should have a soft corner with each other. Everybody should be ready to contribute in each other's growth, right? And then everybody should have that love, kindness among them, right? We don't want jealousy, anger. We don't want, cold behavior. We don't want aggressive behavior in the house. So don't keep the paintings which depicts all those stuff. What energy you want in the house, just keep that energy.
Deepika ji, I suddenly remembered one more painting. Like, I saw somewhere recently. It's a big painting, though. It's very beautiful. Like, they are all paintings are very beautiful. It's just because we are right now trying to see where to place it and how to get the benefit of it. So that is the main reason I'm kind of describing the painting now. So I saw a big, beautiful painting which has like it's like how we are walking in the forest, like filled with trees, but there is a pathway. I can still see the sunlight. So
Mm.
I was like thinking, because I was not sure. I wanted to really check with you about that. So if someone wants to buy that painting, what do you think? Like, there's
Okay, first
nobody
of
is there.
all, it is trees, right? And the path is going, right?
Yes,
And at the other end, you can see the sunlight,
yes,
right? Acha.
yes.
Then the second thing is that nobody is walking with you.
No, it's just a scenic. It's not like nobody is there in the picture.
Nobody is there in the picture, right? So
Yeah.
what the painting depicts? See, the painting depicts that there is, and you saying that it's a forest, right? So
Yes.
a person, whosoever will walk that path, will be like either, the person will walk alone. It must be a narrow path kind of a thing. So person will be walking alone, and the other side seeing the sunlight, not this side, right? The sunlight is after walking so much, then you are close to the sunlight. Sunlight
Yeah.
is what? Sunlight is a progress. Sunlight is winning the thing, right? We
Yeah.
show sun, we attach all these energies with the sun. So it's like, walking too much and then the sunlight on the other hand. So I would not suggest such a painting.
Okay. Okay.
You got it what I want to say?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
now, if I'll keep this painting in the south west, it's going to disturb the relationships. If I'm going to keep this painting in the northeast, then definitely the person will think, oh, I have to first do the hard work, and then only I want to have I want to achieve my goals. I don't want any easy route. I want to, I want to show the world that I have been doing such a hard work. If I'll place this painting in the northern side, then again it will bring growth, but at the same time it will also bring a lot of stress with it, lot of stress with it. And then if I am going to put this in the southeast, then again the person will go crazy for the growth. Then they will not even think about the family, they will not think about their own health. They just need growth, growth, and growth. So this painting will, and then if I'll keep it in the west, then I might have some problem with the government, either government or the seniors in the office.
Oh my goodness. Okay. This is a lot to even just to understand, Deepika ji. I mean, I'm
See,
just
never
now.
buy things, never pick things which shows a lot of stress in it. Now, this is like on the other hand of the forest, you are seeing the sunlight. And what is forest? A lot of trees, right? Trees is what? Trees is growth. From a small seed, it become a huge tree, right? So trees
Yes.
are growth, but at the same time, it's a forest. So one can, get lost also in the forest, but it has a path. So I am walking on the path, but I have to walk a lot and then I will see the success.
The sun. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
nobody wants that much hard work in the life.
Wow. I really love the way you elaborated and make it understand so easily, Deepika ji. I really thank you so much for that. Like, I'm just thinking from like how you explained me, like, how you teach kids at school, like from alphabets to all the make, how the way you make the words,
I
the font.
really want, Swarna, that people should understand that it's not a myth. Vastu is a science and it really plays a lot of role. And see, when I go to the house, I just see in what direction, what painting, what furniture is kept. And then I say, this happens in this house, this happens. And they get surprised. How you telling? Yes, this exactly happens in this house. And then I say, okay, remove this painting, remove this thing from here, and then see. Because everything has energy attached to it, right? Not
Yeah.
only the human beings, even the non-living things also dies. See, a carpenter makes a table, not today, but after the ages, maybe depending on the quality of the wood, maybe not after 10 years, 20, 50, 100. One day that table will be, it will be dead, it will be broken, right?
Yeah.
So whatever is formed here in this material world has to go away. Yeah, it depends on the years, but it has to go away at any cost.
But Deepika ji, just a question, like, like you said, if someone is having painting like that and they decide, okay, after talking to you, they realize like, okay, this is not helping me, or this is not a right painting, I bought for my house. So
Hmm.
once they take that painting, if they put it in the basement or the storeroom, they can't really throw it away, right? So do you think it will definitely help them even if they keep it, but they put it in the basement, or they should not even have it in the house?
No, they can keep if they want. Sometimes, see, there are two types of people. What I have experienced. Sometimes they say that if it is not helping us at any cost and if it is creating stress for us, I'll garbage it. The second type of people, in fact, three type of people are there. The second will say, no, it is of too much. Like, as I said earlier also on the show, that once I went to a doctor's house for a Vastu, and he has made his house like an art gallery, and each and every painting was like $4,000, $5,000. So, like then sometimes they say that I have bought it, like it's so expensive. Let me send to my friends, family. If they want to use it, let them use it, right? The third type of people is that they say, no, 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 I want to keep them. It's good or bad. So what they do, I usually suggest that wrap in some paper and then, store it so that it does not emit the energies.
Oh, okay. That's a good idea, Deepika ji. Awesome. So, Deepika ji, this is such a deep and big topic we are discussing right now, and I'm pretty sure we are going to discuss about it in more and more episodes, because now we are still at the front entrance of the door. So, I really need to know, like to know a lot of information which will really help not just me, all our viewers. So, once
Yeah.
again, thank you so much, Deepika ji. So, viewers, next week we'll be coming back with the same topic with more information in it. This is Varna signing off. You're watching Telugu Prajala Sakshi TV. Namaste.